Hello, my name is Dean McNeil, and I'm proud to be the artistic director of the Saskatoon Jazz Orchestra. As we close out this most unusual 2020 year, a year that was profoundly impacted by the global pandemic, we wanted to give our SJO patrons a brief update on the health and well-being of the Saskatoon Jazz Orchestra and the Saskatoon Youth Jazz Orchestra. Like many Canadian arts organizations, we were caught completely off guard when COVID emerged in Canada in the spring of 2020. We quickly shut down our spring rehearsal and concert operations, including the July 2020 SJO concert that was proposed to be offered during the SaskTel Saskatchewan Jazz Festival, and we put our plans for the fall of 2020 on hold as well, until it became clear how we might re-engage in presenting live concerts within our community in a way that can keep everyone safe. We had great things planned for the fall of 2020, in fact, which included presenting multiple concerts at Saskatoon's wonderful Broadway Theatre. We even had a small SJO tour of Saskatchewan planned in venues like Moose Jaw's May Wilson Arts Centre. None of that happened for all the right reasons, which was to keep everyone in the audience, on the stage, and working behind the scenes as safe as possible. On the positive side of things, we took the pandemic opportunity as a way in which to generate some new repertoire. We commissioned a series of new works composed and arranged by Saskatchewan composers who are writing music specifically for the Saskatoon Jazz Orchestra. This was done in an effort to keep a few professional musicians, at the very least in our community, employed during some pretty rough times that they were experiencing last spring and this fall. There's no denying that the cultural impact of our city and province has been significantly impacted over the past 10 months due to the global pandemic. While some terrific fine arts organizations in our province were able to keep their doors open, or even virtually open, in impressive, impactful, and important ways, the Saskatoon Jazz Orchestra had no choice but to shut down our activities and operations almost entirely during most of 2020. This was necessary in large part because the SYJO and the SJO have no paid staff. We do have a lot of expenses related to each of our concerts, from paying our local, regional, and headliner professional musicians, to paying music that we rent or purchase for our concerts, renting venues, buying guest artists' flights and hotels, paying for publicity, and so on. A lot goes into making each of our concerts the successes that they have been. However, every one of our concerts is produced on a project-by-project basis, again with no paid staff, so it makes it almost impossible for us to convert what we had planned into something else down the road. We simply have to restart projects from scratch. Once it becomes clear to us how we can safely proceed, we will start releasing our plans on our website. This may include the streaming of concerts as well. It's a little too certain for us to tell. For now, I'm certain that I can speak for all parties involved in the SJO and SYJO when I say that we are very excited about becoming musically active in our community once again. We look forward to the day when we can start safely returning to showcasing some of our community's own professional jazz talent alongside regional, national, and international guest artists, and when we can start showcasing the fine work of the Saskatoon Youth Jazz Orchestra under the direction of the one and only Nick Fanner, as that organization as well starts performing actively in our community again. Now, we appreciate all the positive well wishes that we have received over the past 10 months, and we know that our SJO and SYJO activities combined have been valued by our community and patrons. That's been very clear to us, so thank you for that. I can assure you that the musicians on stage at all of our concerts have gained a lot through performing music for you, our patrons, and we want to take this opportunity to say that we miss you and that we hope to see you all again very soon. With the news of the various vaccines becoming available sometime in the near future, people have began asking us, when will the SJO return to performing live concerts again? And the short answer is, we simply don't know yet. It's too soon to tell. For now, please continue to keep checking our website at saskatoonjazzorchestra.com for updates on our spring and fall 2021 list of proposed concert activities. For those who want to help us move forward as an organization, the best thing that we can say right now is this. Number one, when the time comes for us to start offering live SJO and or SYJO concert activities again, please consider simply attending these concerts, and please bring a friend. Please note that when supporting a music organization like ours, keep in mind that purchasing tickets in advance, as opposed to buying tickets at the door, can profoundly impact our organization's ability to remain active and solvent on an ongoing basis. At the best of times, the SJO runs our concert project on a very tight budget with a very significant amount of our expenses covered by direct ticket sales. And knowing what those ticket sales are going to be in advance of a concert makes a big difference for us as we plan for these concerts. Now, as we look forward, we have a lot of great things planned for and within the SJO and the SYJO, and we are excited about sharing these plans with you once we have finalized concert dates. These include things like a December 2021 holiday concert and perhaps video recording, performing the Regina Jazz Society's Saskatchewan Suite, guest conducted and composed by Canadian composer Fred Stride, exploring a unique interdisciplinary special event which will include the premiering of new works designed specifically to shine a light on the connections between music and synesthesia, and this will be in collaboration with graphic artist Alison Glenn. We'll be rescheduling our wonderful Stevie Wonder tribute concert and our Dee Daniels vocals concert, which we had to cancel because of COVID. And we'll be performing a tribute to the one and only Kenny Wheeler with a very, very special guest that we're excited to tell you a little bit more about once that's been confirmed. And again, we will be returning to performing school concerts in the schools, and we hope to have an all Saskatchewan composers concert featuring all the music that we commissioned Saskatchewan composers to write for us during the global pandemic. Saskatoon is a vibrant, inspiring, and creative place to live and to work, and to this end, to end this most unusual year off on a positive note, here's a link to our most recent SJO retrospective video, which shines a light on some of our collective accomplishments as an organization to date. We look forward to sharing our music with you again sometime very soon, and until then, stay safe and Happy New Year. see on the screen are compliments of a very special visual artist named Alison Glenn, who's a professor of art and art history at the University of Saskatchewan. Alison is known as synesthesia. She actually hears things. It links texture and sound and color. Tonight, a unique opportunity to see how she experiences music as a synesthete. She has used this computer program to create a visual, moving landscape depicting her unique and specific form of synesthesia and how it relates to this next piece specifically. Here.